Welcome back to another episode of the Flycast, episode 124.
124.
Man.
We're
getting
really
up there.
getting up there. I mean, we are a legit podcast.
We are switching it up today. We got headphones.
We do.
And
we got EMC behind the camera.
And we got EMC. He's got headphones. He's got a mic.
He's got a mic. Check 1 2, Matt.
Check 1 2. Check.
Oh my God, his beautiful voice.
This feels like a radio show now.
I kind of like it.
I kind of do.
I kind of fuck with it.
The reason we're wearing headphones today is because the entire COD team is doing a game chat right beside us.
Yes.
And me and Hitch, if you're a frequent listener of the Flycast, we often start fucking up when we hear people talking in the background.
Yes.
Like,
we're really bad about it.
yeah, I don't know what it is. Usually we're obviously not wearing headphones. So when we're sitting here, the room is so quiet. So if there's like, a lot of times it's like Paige and a COD player, like they're talking about something, and it just throws off the whole fucking thing.
Throws the vibes off.
So we knew with them doing the, what is it called? Game chat?
Game chat, yeah.
The game chat over there. I don't know who planned this, who set up the schedules here, but that is the reason we're switching it up and we have headphones on today.
But is this the new thing? Is this the new wave?
It might.
Are we headphone potters now?
It might have to be.
Is this hard to set up?
I can't tell.
Matt?
No, it's the same as around the bar.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I actually fucking just chirping in every now and
Every time.
We can get his opinions on the elections.
Yeah,
Let's
Matt. What do you? Oh, Roger's talking. Roger, what a
Come on,
buzz,
Raj. Matt's working here.
He's our third host, man.
This genuinely feels like a radio show.
He flicked us off.
Well, anyways, I guess it's been a little bit. We can start from the beginning, but before all that, I would like to announce me and Hitch, our teammates, for the 50K Pro Sim today.
50K.
So you guys will be hearing this. Well, it's today, so and the pod's not going to come out today. So right now, expectations go. First place, BTH.
First place, BTH.
And you guys will find. Well, you'll see. We'll find out today.
I didn't realize you got fourth in the last one. Like, it's not like y'all didn't do bad in the last one.
I don't remember shit about the last one. All I remember is Mutex wanting to run sniper. He got 2 kills one map and said, "All right, someone else run the snipe."
Yeah.
Because I was trying to convince him, like, yo, maybe I should run snipe. Like, I feel like it's maybe, and this was what I was kind of saying in our team chat as well. Because if you guys don't know, the Pro Sim tourney that Hitch is throwing on iconsgg.com.
It's just
iconsgg.
Yeah.
The Pro Sim, how it works is Hitch basically starts making up classes, 2 ARs, 2 SMGs, and a sniper. It's a 5v5. So last time I remember telling Mutex, like I'm pretty decent at sniping. Like, I feel like it will probably be the most, not necessarily most useless, but like maybe the least effective. So it's like I'd rather have Mutex out there with a sub or an AR in their fucking face instead of me. But he wanted to run it, and that didn't go. Like, I had more kills. I had like 6 or 7. He had 2. He was like, "All right, man, someone else ran it." I'm like, "All right, man." And I can't remember if I ran it or someone else ran it. But that's what I was saying. Let's talk strategy here. What do you want to run today? Because this is sort of what I was saying in the DMs, but I didn't really like elaborate.
Yeah, I think
because I'm the worst player on the team.
I think the last classes that they're gonna pick the 2 SMGs and the
It's
M4.
me, Hitch, Havoc, Blast,
and Dylan Envoy.
in Envoy. That's a fucking
crazy
good squad.
It's a crazy squad. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't want to harp on it too much because by the time everyone's listening to this, it's already over. But, but I think that there's going to be 2 guns between you and I think it's going to be the AK and the snipe because I think they're going to want to run the others. So, I mean, we can go back and forth with them if you want. I think I know like some of the pre-fires and like some of the angles.
I think
because I've been playing wagers.
Yeah.
So I think I might be better suited for the snipe.
As long as I don't, I heard Envoy asking like, what's the AK like though? And I'm like, don't stick me on a fucking sub. I do not think like with the AR. Like, I'm confident I can play it a little slow, get a not necessarily a pick here and there, but like just gun some people, like catch them coming around a corner or something. But with the sub, if I gotta, because I hardly even played on the Race to Prestige, let alone like knowing where I don't know where the bomb sites are.
Yeah,
I've watched a tiny amount, but I'm just not prepped with the sub, and I feel like an AR is kind of like almost like Sixth Sense-y. Like it's kind of like not common sense, but like you can kind of trust your gut with it. You know if the like where they kind of come around corners, even just from playing pubs. So I was like, with the AR, I could probably get some kills, in which I don't really give a fuck about like looking good or trying to do decent. So, I mean, whatever we could try you snipe first, and then I could try, or I mean, whatever. It doesn't really, might not matter. But
either way, I mean, either way, it should be fun.
We're playing against some good fucking.
There are some good teams in this tournament.
Yeah,
I mean,
by the time we're talking about this, it's already going to be over. But there's some. I looked at it like Pro Sim. That's like the 5v5 fun one, and I think I played it last year, and I think I actually did pretty good. I think I did better in that than like the GGCS shit.
Yeah.
Even though we won that, but I did decent. But it's like I'm looking at the names I'm playing against, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, the pros that said yes to this was the entire LAT squad and the entire FaZe squad. So
like Clayster, Celium, Simp, Abizi, Karma, Draza, Aiden, Formal, Ghosty,
Hisoka,
even like Blake. Like everyone's better than me. It's just me, Nikari.
Well, you just got to be better than the captains. Like you have to perform better than your counterpart.
I mean, that's who I think I can do that.
Yeah.
Very much so. Like especially if I'm playing good, I think I'm. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't what's his name? Stone Mountain. Doesn't he isn't he S&D or no?
No.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
No, yeah, you might be thinking of Marksman.
But no, I think I'm the best captain, maybe. Or Adapt might be decent.
Adapt might be pretty good.
But I mean, it's just gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be chaotic. 5v5 on these small maps. I have no idea how it's gonna play.
Yeah,
no clue. It's
hopefully
gonna be
just a couple free picks.
Yeah,
and we come out with the dub. Whenever I saw I was getting Havoc, and then I got last pick Envoy.
Dude, how did Envoy make it to last?
Bro,
pick?
me and my chat were like, let's go. I was like, I got Havoc, Envoy, and I get first pick for Blast. I'm like, this is a fucking God squad. Then they're like, yeah, round 4 you get last pick. I was like, yeah, hits, yeah.
That's where I come into play, dude. I was even debating playing this tournament, but I mean picking Pomage over me is faded, so I don't care.
You think?
Yeah.
Like actually though,
in this setting, yeah. I mean, if we're going,
Pomage is good.
No, he's really good.
Like in the GGCS, I would love to shit talk him, but he really stepped it up in the GGCS. It was him and whoever the fourth we were playing with, and me and Mike P were just kind of like sitting in a corner, and hopefully they come. Like it'd be like Mike P with 1 or 2, me with 4, 3 to 5. Then Pam with 9 to 12, and then Blast or whoever with 14, shit like that. Like Pam, I was even debating who would I have picked, and I was like, Pam is kind of I mean, maybe he just plays good with me, but I actually kind of have faith. If it's a 1v1 and it's Pam, I'm like, I actually have fucking faith.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be fun. It'll be fun having. I think I don't know who the bracket is. I think we play Nick and Falco's team first. So Clayster, Celium, Shifty, lunchtime.
Does Falco doesn't play like that, does he?
No, he hasn't downloaded the game.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost doesn't even matter because you could win a 4v5 fucking easily with these 4 players.
Yeah.
Well, one last thing about this. Thoughts on me picking Havoc over Formal?
I think it's a smart choice.
Yeah.
Because
some people are coming in my chat. That's fucked up. What, dude? You didn't pick Formal, you idiot.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I had a chat. Before all this, we were waiting for our picks, and I was like, chat, if I can get, I was like, let's go section by section. Round 1, who'd we pick? Yeah. Everyone's like Havoc. I was like, I was testing y'all. I agree.
Yeah.
If I'm first pick, I'm picking Havoc because that dude. He was a demon in rank play last year. He has the most hours played on the game by far. He's not scrim, but he's played 8s. He's played I think wagers and shit.
I saw him.
Havoc's
they were playing
old man
8s with Slacked, Apathy, Havoc, Octane, Nadeshot, and he was fucking slamming in that.
I mean, I didn't even see that, but I just like every time I watch him, I'm like, this dude could it's definitely CDL pro.
I think in the first round, because the first round was a lot of like retired pros, like Formal, Karma, Clayster, Slacked. I can't. Crim 6. And I think Havoc is probably the best. He probably has the most hours played in that method. I mean, Methods, Crowder.
Yeah. I was like, let's just assume we're not getting first pick, because I really didn't think I would.
Yeah.
But I was like, let's assume we're not getting first pick. Who out of these guys? And I think it was pretty much between Crim 6, Formal, or Zinni. But I probably would have, because I heard Crim 6 has been destroying.
Yeah, Ian has been insane at this game.
So it was just, I didn't know, but I was like, I'm gonna probably end up picking Formal if I can get him, assuming I'm not gonna get Havoc. I'll probably get Formal.
Yeah.
But I had some people coming to my chat, and then I saw him get, he's on team Nakari,
Ghosty, Hisoka, and Blake.
Everyone was like, dude, for the nightmare blunt rotation team.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's just, I just don't know if those 4 people, I don't know if 2 people, like, I don't know if 3 people in that group have ever talked to each other.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Formal has talked to Blake, but I don't think there's like it's just, I don't know.
To be honest, bro, it's like, it almost doesn't even matter. Like, you look at a roster and you think, like, oh, this team will.
I thought we were going to get slammed last year.
Yeah, it's completely fucking, like, not random, but it's just who was playing the best.
Yeah. And, like, it was like myself, Aiden, Smixy, and Abizi. And then I can't remember who our 5th was. But Octane. That was our group. And like, obviously it's a good group, but like, that was when Symphony was a captain, and Symphony had a crazy squad. And I was like, dude, we might get fucking demolished. But then Abizi goes in there and drops like 17 kills a map. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit.
Bro, it could go.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it could. I mean, even the I think it was the Zuma 50K or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Who was the team? It was like Scrap,
Celium,
Simp,
and Kleenex.
And everyone was like, oh,
They're
that team is, yeah. Because I look at that team and I'm like, oh, shit. Because you kind of look at every other team and it's like, they got like a top pro, a bottom pro, a middle pro, bottom pro. So it's kind of just, you just think that team's going to steamroll everyone. But then they just, I don't know what place they got.
Third.
Yeah,
it was Shotzi.
Shotzi and Dashy.
Shotzi knocked that team to losers bracket, and then Dashy's team beat them in losers bracket.
So it's like, even in, I mean, I think right now you look at Team Adapt with Zinni, Symphony, Nadeshot.
I'm thinking Team. If you're a betting man, Team Adapt probably has the highest odds right now,
because they just don't really have a shitter. I mean, we don't really. I mean, I would consider myself a shitter.
Yeah.
But, like, not, it just depends how I'm playing.
We also just haven't, I mean, because of the race, we just haven't played any S&D.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even going to know where the bomb site. I'm going to get, like, after this, I'm going to go home, get on, and just, like, I'm going to ask the squad, like, yo, hop on. This is what I did in GGCS. Like, I would just have the good player hop on, like, 30 minutes or an hour early and just like tell me where to go.
Yeah.
Just like give me a spot, I'll go here.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Blast. I mean, Havoc and Dylan. I think. I mean, if we get them up top, double
with
point guard. Yeah, I think it has potential, man. We
might just be chilling.
I mean, if we're running the AK and the sniper,
I'll just be. I'm right here. I'll hold left. I don't even know the call out. Just I hold left, and you're just sniping. I hold right.
And you guys go middle.
Nice. Got him. Nice shit, guys. Nice shit.
Yeah, it's fun. But there's like I like this tournament because there's guns that you'll never see again. There's equipment you'll never see again. Like there's one of the players has like an impact grenade.
Is there score streaks at all?
No, I got rid of the score streaks because there's 5 people. There would be 100 RC cars on the map, and that's oh my god, that'd be so annoying. It'd be Rocket
Can
League.
you just kill someone straight up with an RC?
Yeah. Dude, you can kill like multiple people.
That actually would be funny though. If everyone saved their RC for like round 11.
And it's just boom, 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 boom. But like there's the sniper class has a tomahawk. One of the subs has
Oh God, this is
smoke.
why you want the sniper.
It's not, but
Because I know you're thinking content over there.
I mean,
I'm thinking,
not
what's the
really.
prize money? First place, divide by 5.
I dead ass am not thinking content. I'm not gonna be fucking 360 no scoping or trying to.
Unless it's you and Blake in a 1v1.
Oh, then I'm gonna try to world star him. Yeah. But I mean, the odds of that happening are very slim. So
It'll be fun.
it'll be fun. I'm excited about it.
What else do we have, Matt? What else? The election. Or do we
Did you
talk?
watch it?
No. I mean, like, no, not really.
It's funny because like
I would click on some random YouTube links, but
the last time Trump
I
got
wouldn't say I
elected.
watched.
Last time Trump got elected, we were at the Scuff House, and I remember going up
Really?
to your room right after, and I was like, "Can you believe this shit?" And you were like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
I remember. I mean, I don't remember the setting and shit, but I do remember when Trump was first running. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't you guys get it? Like, he's only running to like prove, like he's not actually like the U.S.
You thought
The,
it was like kind
the
of
elites,
like Kanye.
yeah, like the elites of the U.S. aren't gonna even if he
allow
won the
him.
most votes, like those votes aren't gonna count. They'll like rig it. Like the elites, the Illuminati would never let
Yeah.
Trump be president of the United States. Then when it happened, I was like, everything I believed just went out the window. Like I always thought there was like these elites higher up who control. Like go vote. Your vote counts. Trust.
like
We're tallying them up.
There's like some clip. I can't remember who it is. It's like some like Republican lady. She went on like a more liberal like radio station, and they said, "Who do you think is going to be the candidate for the Republicans?" And she said, "Well, as of right now, I think it's going to be Donald Trump." And they all hysterically started.
Like back then.
Yeah. They started hysterically laughing at her. And dude, if I was her and then he won, I would play that clip all the time.
I even had that attitude. I was like, dude,
I think everyone.
You guys are
I
fucking
don't blame them.
You
Everyone had
actually like I would like look down on people who believed he would be president. Like, dude, you don't get it, do you? Just on my high horse. But holy shit, fucking everything.
I'm hoping the world goes. I mean,
Well, we can go from there to here, and then was it 20? So what? He first got elected in 2016.
16, yeah.
Then 2020 he ran again.
Yeah, against Joe Biden.
And
Lost.
if
That was during
was
COVID.
it in 2020, if you were for Donald Trump, you were like marked as like a racist,
It's still that way.
a homophobe,
It's still that-
misogynist.
It's
It kind of is still that way. I mean, we've seen that after post-election with all the
dude.
Twitter is.
I made a
insane.
joke like because it's been so many years since Trump's been president that I kind of forgot. Not forgot, but I was like I haven't heard him like actively talk that often. Like I haven't seen him on stage talking like because when he was president, he was talking all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gets elected, and I don't really watch those speeches or like post-election speeches that often. So I didn't know what to expect, I guess. But dude, he just started like rambling, and he's using that cadence that like he talks like. And I've got children. I just want to thank my children. I have 4 children, and they're beautiful children. And he did that.
He's kind of like.
I want to thank my children. They are amazing children.
children.
I tweeted that, dog. You would have thought like.
People coming at you.
Yeah.
Kind of immature of you, but all right.
And they're like, what's so funny about that? And then so many people are like, you're going to be mad. 4 years of Trump. We finally won. Some people think that like, I think they thought that either I was saying that.
Making fun of him
or in like praise of him. So like.
There's no winning.
There's no winning. No, because like.
Both even Trump supporters and Trump haters both
that's
hate
how
you
it, but
for
that's
even
how it
saying
always is for me. Which I guess is my fault for not really
speaking at all.
not really picking a side. Part of me is like the people that pick a side and they're like fucking run with it. Like at least I mean, look, like, it's nonstop. Yeah. It is nonstop.
Well, what I was saying about the 2020 stuff is I remember in 2020, if you supported Trump, especially vocally on like Twitter or anything, like you were looked at as like fucked up. Like the Mexicans saw you as like racist, and that might be a insane thing I just said, but it was like it kind of because that was wasn't that like the build a wall?
Yeah.
So it's like the Latin heritage kind of didn't like that. Women obviously didn't like that. Like if you support it, and I'm not saying I did support Trump. This is just what I fucking would see on Twitter and news and shit. But if in 2020, even like I mean, every other race, I feel like
grab her by the pussy thing.
It was almost like it was all
Remember that?
Women, any other race, they did not. It's like they did not really fuck with you in 2020 if you voted for Trump. 2020 Trump seemed like a white, almost like the white redneck racisty kind of people were backing him, and those were the vocal ones, and it was them against fucking everyone. Make America great again. It was almost kind of like racisty. But now racisty, that can't be a fucking word. But now it's flipped so hard. You have Latin people voting for him. I think I saw JCap. Dear Latin people of Twitter. What made you guys sway your opinions of Trump from 2020 to 2024? And I was like, that's actually a good question. I'm kind of curious as well. Like,
he did say that. I saw JCap tweet something that I thought made a lot of fucking sense, but I wasn't going to tweet it. So now we'll talk about it on this, little podcast thing we got.
So
going.
The comments.
But he said, like, why are so many people? He was like, maybe I am mistaken or something, but why are so many? Can somebody please explain to me the people legitimately freaking out about what they're going to do if Trump wins? Do they have amnesia and forget that he was already president? I'm confused by it. 222 replies.
I'm sure 200 of them aren't following him.
And it's just like, I mean, on a surface level, that is what I was thinking. Like, so I saw so many people like crying and like, not like, I don't know if some people like really crying. They're like,
my God,
what are we going to do? And it's like, this has already happened.
You're not going to see any change in your day-to-day life.
Like this is already, it's already happened once. I don't understand why. I don't know.
I totally understand if you don't like Trump. If you don't like his personality, I never thought his personality was suited to be a president. Like, no, I looked at him like a fucking clown.
I also think,
to be honest, it was embarrassing having him as the face of a president. But I think the same thing about Joe Biden. Dude can't fucking.
No, there hasn't been like a candidate for presidency since since prior to that 2016.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, prior to that 2016.
Like
election.
I feel,
and I'm not saying he was the best president. I don't really. I mean, I wasn't. I'm not a political person, which has its pros and cons. But as a human level, like who would I think I've said this before? Who would I want to be my coach? Who would I want to be my captain to lead me into battle? Who would I want to be the principal of my school? Like who is the leader of our country? There hasn't been. I wouldn't rally behind any of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like I don't really.
It's kind of
we're
weird.
Calling them like Sleepy Joe. We're calling him Trump. Like we're not calling him like president. Like there's so many people who are just like this is a fucking president. Yeah, I don't
understand how our only options are so extreme. And I'm not even into politics, but it's like
I think it's
Trump, Joe Biden, who fucking can't form sentences. Like how we have. I guess you have to be an extreme freak to even want to be president. I think that in itself is insane.
That's true.
But like, there's got to be some options out there aren't.
I think the more extreme,
just a shit show.
The more extreme the policy, because maybe it's because I was just young and I didn't realize it, but it just seems like everything is so much more extreme and severe now. Like if you have a different view, it's like you're evil. It's fucking insane to me. Like, I don't know.
I will say I have seen more, and it probably is because Kamala lost. But I feel like And maybe it would be true that if Trump lost, all the Trump supporters would have been freaking the fuck out and losing their mind on Twitter.
It might have been
maybe.
worse. It might have been worse.
But I see a lot of Kamala, because she lost, it's like the fucking world is ending for them. And maybe there are some things, to be honest, I'm not even educated enough to speak on it, but maybe there are some things and policies, and I see a lot of stuff about women's rights being taken away. And is it true? I don't like, but I mean, there probably are genuine concerns that
I know there definitely
with
are
abortion,
genuine
there's
concerns.
definitely genuine concerns, and I'm not.
But at the end of the day, a lot of it is just the differences between beliefs and Republicans and Democrats is what it seems.
I don't even
like.
get that. I don't get how you can just like choose a side and fight for that side.
And it's just that side can do no wrong.
I
feel like I'm a crazy person.
no matter what, I gotta have their back over here.
There's a
you're not
lot
on
of
their fucking team.
There's a lot of like political like issues and discourse that like I have an opinion on, but it's not even that much of an opinion where I can like really rally behind it. Like I kind of like half believe this, but like I'm not gonna like go rally behind it with a bunch of other people and wear red hats, or vice versa. I'm not gonna paint my hair
and
blue.
even like the red hat shit, I'm like, what's really behind that? Like, what is you want?
If it's like
you want the attention of like,
is it
look
all
at me,
right?
I'm on this team.
100%.
It's like it's like this like superpower you feel when you put on that fucking hat, knowing like these idiots around you have your back and shit, and it's y'all against the world.
And it's like, are you doing that because you want what's best for the country and you want to like make a difference? Or are you doing that because like you see it as like, I can go outside, wear this, and automatically be in an argument?
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah. I think it's like there's a lot to both sides. I do genuinely believe, like, even when I say rally with my idiot friends with their hats too. I don't actually believe all of them are idiots. Obviously, both parties are fucking idiots. There's idiots all over the planet. You're gonna have idiots wherever you go.
Yeah, they're both equally bad.
But
like the extremists on both the extreme, not the extremists. Like I'm not talking about fucking the like groups of extremists. I'm talking about like how extreme people take their opinions, where like you can't even like joke or you can't be a person with no opinion because they'll come at you for that too.
Yeah.
And like if you're a person that you don't want to be involved in all the drama or the debates, or you don't want to.
People are going to come at us.
Like you don't want to. I personally don't want to talk about stuff like because I don't want to argue.
Yeah.
I'd rather go my life.
Yeah.
And try to be as happy as possible.
An argument is only going to make my day worse.
Right. Like,
so I will get nothing out of like arguing, but if I win or like I just don't have a fucking interest in it.
Dude, and some people
and I'm not
will
educated enough to even.
Yeah, me neither. But some people will go out of their way to be like, hey,
it's their identity.
Who did you vote for? And if I'm like, nah. Like not only do I not want to not only do I want to really talk about it, I'm definitely not telling you.
Yeah.
Because if I tell you, because every once in a while people are like, who do you vote for? And I'm like, and they're like, okay. But I definitely don't want to tell, you know what I mean? Like if you come to me and say like you're starting an argument I didn't want to be a part of in the first place.
Well, even when Scump said he voted,
I was surprised he said that on stream in front of
did he say
50,000 people.
Did he say who he voted for?
What? No.
Okay. Because that was going to be my point when Seth came in here and said he just got back from voting. Like, I didn't even ask who.
Yeah.
Like, I just, because don't.
I did, but jokingly. Like, so when they gave you the paper, what did you?
Yeah. What were there was a few bubbles.
Which one did you? I was trying to figure, because I was.
But I didn't even ask because I just don't. I assumed. But to be honest, I have no idea.
How many
I don't
subs
have.
does he have?
It shouldn't matter who. He could have said Kamala. He could have said Trump. He could have said fucking anyone, and my response would be, "Oh, okay."
Like a normal fucking person.
And then the conversation's just kind of over.
Just a normal I mean, maybe it's just, dude.
Why do people? One thing I do want to know is because
so many people have clicked off right now.
Yeah. Actually, no. I think this kind of at this time, as long as this releases within the next few days, it should catch. I think people are interested in this, and I would be.
This is going up tomorrow.
If like if JCap and fucking some other people did some shit like this, I would listen and just be like, "What's there?"
Yeah, I'd listen.
They seem more into it than me, but why do people hate Kamala? Matt, you can tune in.
Yeah, Matt. Why do people hate Kamala?
I feel like Matt's a political kind of guy.
I'm definitely not. And I think my mic's about to break. So I think y'all got this one.
All right, man.
All right, man. He's scared.
Yeah, he don't want to dabble in
I
the
can
combo.
tell you what a close friend of mine thinks. A very close friend of mine. Like a
What he
very,
thinks about
very,
Kamala?
very close friend of mine. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He
What does Blake think?
not as someone that I'm close with thinks that like
Someone from home.
yeah, so someone I went to high school with thinks that she is a leftover candidate and didn't seem legit ever. It seemed like every answer was a robotic answer.
Here's my counter argument.
And it seemed like in a nation that needs to appear strong, we have been weak for 4 years, and that would have sent us down a path where we continue to be weak. That's what a friend of mine told me.
I mean, okay.
Which I think has merit.
I heard someone say, because there's this weird thing with Kamala where people are like, what has she done? What does she ever do?
Yeah.
She has no accomplishments. Like that was kind of a thing to say about her.
Yeah.
But then someone came out and said, just started listing shit that she's done, and it's like legit shit, like Attorney General in San Diego or Supreme Court in California, or like just started listing, and then Attorney General for the something for the White House, and then the Vice President for the White House, and then it listed fucking 15 years of accomplishments for her to get to where she was at, and I was like, see, like that shit I don't hear from the Trump side, because the Trump side would be like, who is this BITCH, what has she done? She ain't do shit. How did she even get here?
Yeah.
And then someone just lists off the past 15 years of her life to actually maybe 20 plus.
Is she 50? I think is she 50?
Maybe the past 20 plus years of her life.
If she's this
how
far,
she has earned
dude,
this spot.
If she is this far into politics, where she's the assistant, the fucking vice president of the United States, she's done some shit.
Yeah.
It's not like.
So I just don't really. Yeah, deputy district attorney. I think that's in California. San Francisco
Attorney General,
attorney.
United States Senator for California, and Vice President.
Yeah.
So she was a senator.
And that's from 1990, so 30 plus years.
30 plus years.
Starting as a deputy district attorney.
Yeah.
To another district attorney, to Attorney General of the state of California, to the Senator of California, to the Vice President. I mean, that's some good fucking, like, I gotta be honest, that's some, like, credible shit. I don't know how people, like, where do people just come up with shit?
I think that's because I think there is an element of the presidency, and maybe I'm fucking crazy because I think it, but you want to vote for someone who seems legit, like someone who, like, it doesn't matter how much is on their resume. It doesn't matter how much is on a basketball coach's resume. If he can't shoot the ball, there's an element of like, well, why the fuck am I listening to you? If like I don't even believe in you to begin with.
Yeah.
And I think there's an element of that. It
doesn't always have to be the case, though.
No, I agree with that. But there is an element of that I think if you take this person and this person, then you can go back. And this is why I think people in politics that are like really into politics, they just can't wrap their mind around it. Because I think a lot of people vote based off of gut. I'm not saying I do, but I think a lot of people do.
Fuck yeah.
And like,
because I mean, I could go out and vote off my gut feeling, and I know who I'd sort of maybe lean into. Who would that be? I don't know.
Who is that? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I think that's where most people are at. They're not really looking. It's just too much.
I was
it's too much to even.
I was
learn.
actually watching how I was getting my information fed to me during the election was I was watching Ludwig's stream because It was just up on YouTube.
That's the most Hitch thing I've ever seen.
Well, I actually wasn't watching it.
How
but
I got my political information to sway my vote in 2024.
I had already, the voting was already over. So it's not, it was just, I didn't want to pull up CNN. And so he was watching it and Blake was like, yo, Ludwig's watching it right now. So I clicked on his stream. So all three of us, we were done streaming and we were just watching his stream. And I think at one point he said, you know, the Democrats, the biggest issues that they have is they don't have enough Riz. I was like, what the fuck?
That'd be us. That's us if we learned more about this shit.
And I was, and then he was just like, they just don't. You need someone that has enough charisma to be a president and also agree or like, you know, have the Democratic views. And I was like, I don't know much about anything, but it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. I mean, I feel like Obama's a good fucking representation of that. Dude, did you see how it was? Matt, this is something you could probably look up. How bad of a beat was it?
Yeah, wasn't it a pretty bad one?
I think it was
and multiple. This is what I don't fuck with. There's multiple news stations that I don't know what's the Republican, what's Democrat. I don't even know. Is Trump Republican or is Trump Democrat?
Trump is Republican
and she's Democrat.
Yeah.
See, I remember when I first started learning, like I thought of myself as like a Democrat. I don't even know fucking why, but now I'm just like I'm neither. I don't know.
Were your parents Democrat?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
My whole family is like hardcore conservative.
Fuck. What was my point even gonna be with all that? Oh, but certain news stations that are like Democratic news stations would have like Kamala's winning the polls and like just lying, just straight capping on the fucking poll facts. And
okay, so he won the Electoral College 295 to 226. It doesn't seem. Can you look up Obama's first election? Because I think one of Obama's, he wiped the floor with him. Like, from my understanding, unless I got one guy on social media. But I saw somebody's tweet that was like, Obama was beating people so bad you could go to the club that night to celebrate.
What's the pink states mean? There's like two pink states.
He beat the shit out of Romney. 332 to 206. Beat the fuck out of him. I mean, really only 5 million.
Why is it all the same states always go
5 million fucking? Actually, it was only 5 million popular vote.
All the same states stick to the same color.
No, there's 7 swing states. Right? I think it's 7 swing states, and I think Trump won all of them.
Is that states that could go either way?
Yeah, like Texas is always going to be red. California is always going to be blue.
But why is Texas always going to be red? What if we're like, we fuck with the red means Republican.
Yes.
So what if we had a Democratic president that everyone just loved? You don't think Texas would be like,
no.
All right, well, we got to vote for him. He's just the better candidate.
No.
They're like, no, we have to vote red for life.
It could be you.
That is not how it should be.
You could be you up there.
It could be like, Kanye.
I'm Republican, and Texas.
And Texas will be like, we got you.
Yeah. Swing states.
I'd be up there with a gun. Just I'm Republican, and they would vote for me.
Florida, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, Nevada, Ohio, New Hampshire. Those are
so swing states are just these states commonly.
Did he win all of those, Matt? When we were watching it at the time, every single swing state was like fucking red.
So swing states are just states that commonly change from red to blue.
Yeah.
And then what's the non-swing states? Do they have a name?
The biggest. I always just think Texas and California.
I mean, do they have a name though? Just
red state, blue state is usually what people refer to.
But then there's just a few. There's 10 states that like kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, and that's why they campaign so heavily in those states.
Oh, okay.
Like I went to
we already know Texas is voting for
right.
us, so let's go down to Florida and win these motherfuckers.
I went to an ECU game. I went to an ECU game on the eastern side of North Carolina, like fucking way over there, like 3 hours from the airport, 2.5 hours from the airport, and fucking JD Vance was at the game. Just the running.
That's kind of what you got to fucking do.
Running vice president, just at the game, went to there's a hot dog place called Sup Dogs. He was in Sup Dogs. It's just like they just campaign constantly.
I need a text blast. It starts at 2 p.m., right?
2, yeah.
I just want to make sure he's ready. Yeah, this shit's all new to me. It is funny though how I get older, the more I'm sort of becoming interested in it. And I don't know if that's just because I have so little to do with my day, or it's because it's actually made it to my type of social media, Twitter, TikTok,
or age.
YouTube.
I don't know.
So I don't even know if age has to do with it. I think
I'm
politics are just coming to social media hard as fuck, and that's just where you find me at.
I think I'm gonna wait till the next one. Because the next one, just to care.
Well, me and Hex talked. I was like, well, I'm going to vote this person. He was like, well, I'm going to vote that person. I was like, so neither of us got to vote.
Yeah,
they would cancel out anyways.
Yeah, let's just.
And then we just handled that real quick.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wait till next time. Clean slate. Hopefully no reality TV shows, stars. Hopefully no leftover vice presidents.
Kanye.
Hopefully we just have two. I want to see like a battle between two people that can form complete sentences. That's what I want.
Two smart, two Barack Obamas.
Yeah.
Just someone that I feel should lead the country. I know we still have we have some time left, and I have to piss really bad. While I piss, we got new merch dropping. The winter merch. Shop.opticgaming.com. I'm not sure exactly when it's coming out, but
now that everybody's mad and pissed, get out your wallets. Go get some OpTic merch.
I'm rocking the Christmas sweater. It is so loud when you take off your headphones.
Oh yeah. The headphones were a clutch
I'm rocking
play.
the Christmas sweater. Hitch has honestly, this is my favorite merch we've probably dropped all year.
Yeah.
You should see I don't even know what they call that.
What is this called, Matt?
It's like a jacket hoodie type thing.
It's just a hoodie. Yeah,
it's like a hoodie jacket.
Hoodie with like some.
But like this and some of the other items, I actually fuck with them heavily. But I have to piss so bad.
And it's starting to get a little cooler as well. It's the best time of the year. No more sweaty ass. That's the worst part. Right, Matt?
Right, that's correct.
How do you think, Matt, that segment's going to go over? In all seriousness.
I feel like it'll be fine.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it'll be fine in the...
You think there's enough people that watch the Flycast that know that we don't know what we're talking about and they're just wanting to chill and hear and listen to us talk?
I think that the people that like you guys know that you're not like super hard one way or the other.
Okay.
So, and right there, neither one of you were like really fighting for one side or the other. It was kind of like everything is fucked anyway.
It's just kind of like what the fuck is going on type ordeal.
And then there was also the vibe of like if this like were to hit, like normie YouTube algo, there's really nothing you can do about that.
Yeah,
at that
there's
point,
nothing.
You know what I mean? You kind of
you
just gotta.
I will be
hold on for dear life.
I will be a racist snowflake until the day I die, I guess. That's what I will be. Which, I've come to terms with it.
Comments will be good on this one.
I actually have to pee too, so we're going to cut.
Welcome back to the Flycast. It's your boy. I'm trying to decide, Flycast. I don't know if you're listening on YouTube. I assume everyone's listening on YouTube, but am I a hat guy now? This hat's not really fitting my fat dome like I want it to, but I can't tell if I'm a hat guy. Probably not. Yeah, I don't know if Hitch said anything. Shop.opticgaming.com. We got some winter merch. I took pictures in the merch. Hitch went and took a piss. I took pictures in the merch, did a little photo shoot, and to be honest, I've kind of fucked with it heavily. There were multiple. If you have some dark khaki-ish pants, probably work with jeans too. Some dark, either black or like a lighter black or like a bluish black or a super dark blue. If you just have a few of those pairs of pants, you can match those with a lot of the tops we've created. And it's not just regular hoodies. It's like it's almost like jacket hoodies. I forget of some of the other stuff, but it was some actual good stuff. Some socks, some hats, some scarves, of course. But there was a few of the tops that I really did like. It was either like 2 or 3 of them. The one Hitch is wearing was dope. So yeah, man, winter collection coming soon. Coming soon. Don't know when, but coming very, very soon. All right. Do we want to talk about the race to Prestige? We can touch on it real quick, I guess.
Yeah,
give our true thoughts about it.
We talked about it a little bit on the OpTic Pod, so I don't want to overlap that too much. But how's your recovery been?
I just needed the 2 days after it. I was in bed the entire time, just smoking weed.
I think I was like extremely like. The exhaustion level that I felt afterwards was the most I've ever felt.
Bro, I'm telling. Did I say this on the OpTic Pod? It was like when I took Addy again.
Yeah.
Or not took Addy again.
No.
When I would take Addy, did I say it again?
It was similar to the crash of an Adderall crash.
Yeah, it was because I got so little of sleep within like a 7-day span.
Yeah.
That when I just got home and got to my bed, it was just instantly knocking out.
Yeah.
And I slept like I think I got home. I think we finished here at like 3. Get home at 4. Knocked out till like 8 or 9 p.m. or probably like 7:30 or something. Woke up 8. My girlfriend got home and just knocked out again at like 8 or 9 p.m. And then woke up at like noon the next day. Like I slept a solid like 16 hours from when I got home to like the next day. And then I think luckily I did have something I had to get up and do, or I just would have sat there, smoked like a loser, did nothing, laid in bed, ate like shit. But I was eating like shit. I was just I lost all momentum.
Yeah.
I was eating like shit, sleeping all day. And it brought back that nostalgic feeling of when I used to just stay up for days on end. And it was not a good feeling. I was like, oh my God, like driving in my car just genuinely tired. No motivation to do anything. There's no way I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like that's not even an option.
I
feeling that feeling again. I was like, I'll never go back.
Yeah.
I'll deal with the anxiety and the stress and the depression and I'll just handle it all, but I will never go back to how I used to live.
Yeah. Which is, one thing I want to ask you is like, whenever, I mean, we already talked about this on the OpTic Pod too, but, like some of us, I guess myself, Zen and Seth, who aren't really like aware of what like rehab is like. We were like kind of cautious, like super cautious actually, and very aware of alcohol around Touche.
Mm-hmm.
And you were kind of like, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you seen a pill since you've gotten back? Have you seen one? I saw one a few weeks ago for the first time.
I've seen a few.
Yeah, and it was never.
I've had people ask me to get them, Addy.
What?
But it's like it's not. I'm not I am a freak, but I'm not like some freak oddball who just can't control. I just see the pill. Like I can control myself.
See, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to.
I mean, you're not on you're just not on. If I took a pill, I would live in fucking misery and failure right now. If I was to take one, it wouldn't be worth it at all.
Yeah.
If I took it, I know I wouldn't sit there like loving life and like gaming, staying up for a long time, locked in. Like it would not. That's not how my high would go. I would be just in my head about I can't believe I'm that big of a fucking loser to where I've resorted back to this. Even if I'm just taking one for fun, like this is pathetic. It would just be the most negative talk ever. So I'm not. I'm literally. Once I tell people this all the time, man. You can't save anyone. Only they can save themselves. Once I made the decision on December 27th, 2020, December 27th. 2020. Once I made that decision that day, I knew I wasn't going to take it. To be fair, to be completely transparent, I knew I wasn't going to take it for a long time. Now, when I'm 37 and I got my life together, say I got money, and will I hop on one night with the boys or something for a Halo 3? To be honest, probably not.
No.
Do I fantasize about it? Sure. Do I miss it sometimes? Sure. But the negatives completely outweigh the positives.
Yeah.
Like I've said this all the time, but my biggest and probably only regret in the Scuff House was the amount of Addy I took, because it changes the way you think. You're not once you take it, sure, you're motivated. You'll edit that video, you'll get that upload. But once that crash starts, you feel like shit until you take again. It's a horrible cycle. You start staying up days at a time. You start losing motivation. It doesn't hit like the same. You got to take more, so then you're up for even more days, and it's just you lose all. Like right now, I'm on a cycle to where like I can wake up at the same time every day. I can, if I hopefully figure something out, like a YouTube video. I can hit the gym at this time. Like I'm not fighting anything. I'm just in that routine. I have that momentum, and that is impossible whenever I'm taking Addy like that.
Yeah.
So it's taking Addy for me. It's just not even it was just a pathetic way of life.
Yeah.
I definitely do miss it. Like today we got a tourney today, and it would be so much more fun if I could take Addy or it'd be so much more fun if I could turn on the stream, play wagers with bows and shit and dollar wagers. Don't really care win or lose, but like I'm cracked out, so I'm having fun. Like that's fun for those 6 to 8 hours. And even that, sometimes it's not fun. You fucking lose and you're down because you're crashing. Like you're crashing.
Down.
You're way down.
Way down.
So fucking down. Like,
oh,
yeah, I just don't think people just don't know actually. And this is not the sound. I know y'all are sick of hearing it, but how down bad I truly was. Like it is not. It's just feeling I will never get to again.
Yeah. That was just something I was.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
What was your question?
I was comparing you guys' situation where I was like, maybe
with Touche,
yeah,
and how he,
because there's some people that like they do have like very severe cases. You've got to get the alcohol out of the house. You've got to get it out of the workplace. They can't see.
So has Touche admitted publicly that he went to rehab?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he talked about it on the stream.
So we can say it.
Yeah,
here. He talked about it on the stream.
He didn't talk about why. I don't think. Or he didn't talk about all of the intricacies.
Oh, was it alcohol?
He talked about alcohol.
Okay,
yeah. But he talked about just complete sobriety. He is stone sober.
Yeah.
That's why he was making jokes about hitting his vape so much. He was like, I'm licking the battery acid out of this.
Yeah.
He was like, I need something.
Yeah, no, I know when we he's been stoned sober for a few months.
Yeah.
And I did I think 6 months before I had my first. What's funny, I did 6 months of being 6 or 7 of being fully sober. Then Formal and Dashy came over one night and we had White Claws. And it was like that's how I break it. That's how I break my sobriety.
White Claws.
With White Claws, with Dashy and fucking Formal. And we just had like 3. And I was like, what the fuck? I can actually feel this. And then that was it. And then it sort of like I just didn't have. I never like swore to myself I'd stop with the alcohol, because I do think you can have fun in life without overdoing it. And if I go on a trip and I want to get drunk, or we go to Success for the Super Bowl or 4th of July, like I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
As long as I'm once a month, sure. As long as it's not affecting my routine, my goals, my daily shit, whatever. But people were saying with Trump, with Touche, when we were sitting there the night before we beat it and like taking shots and shit, like people in Touche's chat were like, what the fuck? That's so fucked up. And to be honest, I agree with them. But I think it's like, if you know Touche, though.
Touche was asking us to drink the whole week.
Yeah. Touche is like,
I don't know if he
Touche would feel weirder if we didn't drink because he was there.
Touche is someone it's very hard to peel behind the curtain to. I kind of pride myself because around the bar, I asked him about something that happened in his career, and he like actually spoke, like was direct with me and spoke. There was no sarcasm. There was no like jokes. We just talked for like 5 minutes. Then we went back to like fucking around. But he is everything is sarcasm and wit and hilarious and joking all the time. So like when he's like, rip a shot, go ahead, rip one. Like you're like, do you want me to drink in front of you, or do you not want?
Well, I think he would be. It would be more. It would make him feel weirder if, like, yeah, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna. He'd be like, and like he's sitting there like, shut the fuck up. Like, do you guys think I'm gonna go to take the bottle and start chugging it? Like,
yeah.
And I understand that feeling as well. Like, people were kind of, when I got out of rehab, people were like,
yeah.
Don't mention it.
Yeah,
don't talk about it. Just kind of.
And you were like, dude,
even with like alcohol and stuff, people were like, well, you shouldn't, don't. But no, I think once you make the decision for yourself, like these outside, like you're stronger than these outside forces. And I think he would have felt even more uncomfortable if we didn't do it. But I mean, I do see their point. I see it. And I do think there's some people who you shouldn't have alcohol around because it does flip something in their fucking brain to maybe now they'll go home and drink. And I know a dude in rehab, me and him would talk about some, like, it wasn't really us as a group, but my roommate in rehab was this like 50-year-old man, chill as fuck. Everyone liked him. He was probably like 60 actually. He was in there for alcohol. Like, everyone when they're in there swears they're done with it, blah blah blah. And he would talk to me about, like, he would basically preach to me about God, and he'd pray for me, and we'd pray together, and blah, blah, blah. It was actually kind of like, I kind of miss rehab, man. That was an experience. But he got out, and then within 2 weeks, while I was still in there, we get word that he already relapsed, and he's, like, drinking heavy again, and and it's just like, that's the reality of it. And I feel like that's the type of person to where it's like he can't be around alcohol.
He can't,
But I think it's like people just get home. It's kind of like a yay, like good job, proud of you. But then it's like, I got to go to work. And then it's like, all right, well, I'll just, the alcoholic is sitting there like, all right, well, I'll sit here. Like, he's old, retired.
Yeah.
What's he really going to do? And then he's just probably sitting on his couch on his front porch. And he's just like all these feelings inside.
Yeah.
He's probably convincing himself like he could do this moderately at least.
Yeah, he can
and maybe that's how it fucking starts again. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a complicated and tough thing to navigate through. Whether it's you, yourself, whether it's someone you're close with, because people in my family we got all types of stuff's messed up.
Yeah.
Dad's side, mom's side.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard helping people out because I have someone in my life who I really want to help out, but we just don't know how. We've talked about it as a family. Not gonna say who, what, when, why, but like we've talked about it as a family, and like we really want to get him help, but it's like he kind of seems fine with what he's doing, but we know he's killing himself slowly. Like, and I'm just waiting to wake up one day and get that call that he passed away.
Yeah.
But it's just, I just don't.
I think a lot of people have that in their family.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, a lot of people you can't force someone to change. They have to want to change themselves.
I mean, I can only speak from my experience. That's how once I was done, I was done.
Yeah.
Even when I went to rehab my first time, which I'm sure I've said this 100 times. Even when I went my first time, it was, I'm just going to go for 9 days, detox, come back, probably not take for a while, but like just reset. I'm resetting.
Yeah.
Because I'm on a bad path right now. I'm going to just reset. I didn't mention I'm going to quit forever. I didn't mention I'm done with all this shit. I just went for like a detox, a reset, and a safe environment. Maybe learn some shit. Right when I got out, soon after me and my girlfriend broke up, and right when that, I was like, I am a free man to do take as many. Because when you have a girlfriend, it's like, hey, are you going to come sleep tonight? And you're like, there's no way I could sleep right now. I'm on 200.
Jesus.
So once I was free, I don't want to say free from my girlfriend, but once we broke up, I just went insane.
Yeah.
But then by the end of that year, I was like, I'm done with this shit. I've never felt more like a fucking loser. Yeah. The only person that's going to change this shit is me, and I am in full control as of now.
Yeah.
But some people, I don't know. You can't necessarily help.
Yeah.
Nadeshot Subathon.
Yeah, let's go. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Yeah, he. So speaking about how I don't even think we even talked about besides how exhausted we were at the Master Prestige. I think it was. I think I found my tweet was. Oh hell yeah. Yeah. We have matching tattoos now. Matching tattoos, which is fire. We both got bananas. Mine's peeling a little bit, but. What was I saying? Oh, I think I tweeted like out of all the best days of my life, or out of all the best weeks of my life, this was the worst one. Just because it was it was genuinely.
Oh, about RTP.
It was genuinely amazing. Like it was fucking incredible.
But while you're there.
But when you're in it, oh my god.
Like I saw a formal quote retweet, and he was like, "Be there next year," and I'm sitting there. You have no idea. You will bail so fucking fast.
I don't know if any other person in OpTic.
Bose wouldn't have made
any
it.
Local person. I'm sure Z-Laner could have done it. I'm sure that might be it.
Yeah, no. People don't.
Yeah,
people think it because when people visit for 3-6 hours and then go home, they think like, oh, I could do that. But you got to think about the other 18 hours. You got to think about the 2.5 hours of sleep you got. You got to think about laying there in your bunk bed. That's the fucking issue.
With earplugs in and an
If we do this again next year, I mean, I'm down for y'all doing that, and I'll try the first night or two. But like, I'm telling you, I was on like day 4 with probably like 3.5, 5 hours of sleep.
We've got to do it next year. We've got to do it next year with a shower. We've got to either Airbnb somewhere. But the thing with Matt, tell me what you think. The thing with Airbnb is I think people enjoyed seeing everyone. Like when everyone was asleep and you saw all 5 bunk beds.
I agree. That's why I felt bad fucking rage quitting and throwing my shit in the corporate side. But I was just on too little of fucking sleep and I was getting pissed off.
Because I think if we
about to swing on the next motherfucker who takes my shift.
Yeah, I was not aware that was going to be such an issue, but it was. But what do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I agree. I think being able to see everyone the entire time is huge. So I don't think we could. I don't think you would Airbnb a house. I think you need to Airbnb like a.
Like kind of like
not like a gymnasium, but like
Hector's
garage.
Yeah, Hector's
garage.
Where
it's one big room that also just has a bathroom with a shower.
Yeah.
But I do think that's the best to have the bunk beds in the back.
Yeah,
it is the best. But when you're the person that has to sleep there, especially when like I'm sleeping from 6 a.m. to noon, but by 8 a.m. scumps up, especially like the first day. I think.
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep at like 6 a.m. the first night or something, and then. Actually, no, it might have been the second night. But then it's fall asleep 6 a.m. Horrible sleep. Always waking up. Always lights, sound, talking, music.
Yeah.
Then like someone gifts Scump a 20 gifted. Yo, thank you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. And just shit is so much more irritating when you're tired.
Yes.
Like you would think, like I just did that and people are like, oh, get over it. But you got to think I just woke up from like a 45-minute nap. I'm hot. The AC wasn't working at that time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it is 8 a.m. and I am just now getting to sleep. There's no way I'm going to be able to sleep. So my sleeps would be like sleep for 15 minutes, wake up, sleep for 10 minutes, wake up, sleep. I just kept waking up. I would wake up 10 times and be like, it's been 2 hours. I'm just getting the fuck up.
Did you, because obviously we ended on such a high. Did you miss it when you got home?
Yeah.
Me too.
I was like,
Me too.
I was like,
wait, why?
I was like, I want this to be like a more,
why
maybe
the
not,
fuck
maybe
do I
not.
miss it? Why do I miss being there?
Because there was a camaraderie and there was fucking dopamine of just
so much
gifted subs nonstop. Like we can't act like that isn't the main part of like getting dopamine. But even just like hanging out together, everyone's hanging around the couch. We're playing random games of what genre music's to play, who's the best DJ, who can put, like who can, you know.
I think there's an element of OpTic that I love, but it also is a pain in my fucking ass, which is how backwards we always think. It's just like, guys, we're gonna do something fucking epic. It's gonna be Scump and Formal playing COD together, and it's just like, dude, like, it's the same fucking like. We're a very nostalgia driven org, and that felt like something else. It felt like all of a sudden Touche is taped to the wall. All of a sudden, fucking.
I think it went really well.
Yeah, there's yoga going on in the background, and Seth is obviously getting this massive, outpour of support during the first Call of Duty, or during the first days of the Call of Duty release, but also there's another element on top of it that is just keeping it entertaining. Yeah. Did you see Seth's viewership in comparison? I don't know if you can find that. In comparison
to what?
It was week 1 of Black Ops 6 viewership. Dude, Seth is first.
Seth compared to everyone else?
Seth is first, Shotzi's second, and it's the top 10. You could put 2 through 10 on there, stack them on top of each other, and it's still not hitting what Seth did. It was.
I want to see his ad revenue for that week.
Insane. I saw the OpTic ad revenue.
Really?
Crazy.
Really?
Crazy. Just
like YouTube?
Yeah, but I think Matt and I were talking about it. I think if you take, if the OpTic, if that, because that was just Twitch streamers. If you put YouTube streamers in there, I bet you the OpTic YouTube channel is probably the second most viewed streamer for the release. There were 7 to 15,000 people in the OpTic chat at all times in the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I guess I didn't have that many views. To be honest, I looked at my revenue and I thought it'd be more. Maybe it's just because I think my Halo watch party, Apocalypse, just happened, so like that went down, so I think that fucked with my total revenue or something. So I expected more, and I was wondering what I was gonna have from ads, but like it really wasn't. I was like 24/7 streaming. Let's say I have 200 to 250 viewers.
What did you make from ads?
I mean, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Like I was just looking.
We made 4,200 from ads.
See, I maybe had 1,000.
Oh, really?
Because because I would look at it and it'd be like 105 this day, 120 this day, 78 this day, 95. But I mean, I did have less viewers than you, like the entire time. So obviously that's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, but that being said, that ad revenue for probably both of our streams is more than. I don't know. No, actually, no. You've done like watch parties and shit where you get.
This shit don't make sense to me because I've seen days where my ad revenue is, and it is on my better streams, but it'll just be like $550 for this day during like a Halo watch party day or something.
You're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And then some days where I'm streaming consistently with the same amount of viewers, some days it'll make $80. Yeah. And then some days it made 17. And like shit don't make sense to me sometimes. Yeah, like I streamed the same shit 2 days in a row with the same amount of viewers, but this day I made 20,
I guess it's how many non-subs are watching. Because your subs aren't getting those ads.
Yeah, I guess.
So maybe it's shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know how any of it works. But yeah, I'd love a little peek into Seth's.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely happy with.
I mean, but even
super happy.
I think there was also a part where I was just like, dude, if I hear
look at him.
Oh, he's locked in.
Ready for the day.
He's locked in, skipping out on my tournament. What? Look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
Seth.
Damn.
Seth is so far ahead of everyone. It is insane.
See, I feel
3 million and then Swag in second. Shout out Swag, and they're still going.
Would it be safe to say we should get some of that?
No.
Okay. The thing is, I know Seth's community, like, the reason the BTH community popped off as much as it did, like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, I kind of disappeared for 3-4 months, didn't stream. I came back, did some IRL streams, and then boom, this shit. And I felt like I didn't connect with my community again before this, so I didn't know how this would show up. But the BTH community pulled fucking through, and I know, shouts out Seth, I know people from all the other communities came over to show my community love, and like that's just how it fucking went. Like that, the communities, shout out to Seth for having as big as a community he has. They pulled through for everyone.
And the OpTic YouTube chat.
Shouts out to y'all for hanging out in there.
They were always fucking in there. They were always
and then once you gave them attention, it was
Oh, they love.
They
Yeah, dude,
loved
they would
it.
just because everyone else would neglect them.
Yeah, shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone being a part of this shit.
That shit was so much fun.
All
man. It was
channels
so
were
much
showing love, man.
We've got a few other ideas written on just because of how great that went. We got a few other ideas that are written on a whiteboard, and yeah, we'll see if we can replicate even just a smidge of what.
just not Call of Duty.
Yeah, we got a few. I mean, or like Call of Duty adjacent, but not anything like that. 8 days straight is crazy.
It was fun. Like I felt like I got to know Zinni better, Touche a lot better.
Yeah.
I see Touche's fucking community is funny.
Dude,
Like they're
hilarious,
they're just weird like him.
And his chat is hilarious because they love him, and if it's not him, they're like, all right, let's go do something else.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good.
It's a good community.
That's all you need.
And
right there.
that is how I think it was great to see him. It was kind of like, I mean, we announced him, and he's been in some videos. He's been funny in videos, but that felt like the OpTic fans were like, dude, we like him. He was very like a staple part of that whole fucking event.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect from him. I didn't know if he was like a hyper. Because I feel like whenever Nadeshot was coming over, I knew it'd be Scump, Nade, Touche, and like Zinni. And I was like, no one else is saying a fucking word this whole time. Because once those four get going,
yeah,
especially like Seth will be in a Discord call with them sometimes. Like Seth, Zinni, Nade. I'm like, they'll be like, oh, Jay up, let's watch party. Maybe a Halo event or something's going on, or maybe they're watching the OpTic team, or like, yeah, man, Jay up, dude's doing a little watch party. I'm like, I don't know. Like, not saying I fuck with all of them heavily, but it's just like those motherfuckers can yap, and I'm just not in that same. I don't even know the word. I'm not on that same wavelength of them as far as yapability.
Yapability.
So I just don't know if I'd fit in.
Yeah.
What else did I want to talk about the Prestige? Not what we do different. Fuck, there was something else I wanted to talk about.
Are you gonna watch the Halo 2 LAN this weekend?
I'm gonna probably watch.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Fuck, I don't remember what I was gonna say about the Prestige. There was something. It was like, what would you have changed if? Honestly, I wouldn't have changed anything besides the sleeping. But then there's something else. Fuck. I mean, who cares? I can't remember. Talked about it enough. Talked about it on the OpTic Pod. Talked about it here. It was an amazing time. Shout out to all the communities. I mean, shit. Nadeshot Subathon. That's insane.
Yeah.
44,000 subs.
He's a
7 days in.
That is.
I mean, that's a little
insane.
better than doing what we did. Well, actually, I don't know. You're by yourself. You're by yourself running that shit. Just he has a bed behind his desktop.
Yeah, that is going crazy. Still live, still cooking. What are his hours at?
Is he playing right now in the hot dog costume?
He's in a hot dog costume. He's playing my tournament today in a hot dog costume.
That's great. See, I want to do something like this. Whenever I do my Elden Ring stream, I just need like good goals.
Yeah. Well, no, you can come up with good goals, but you gotta do it. It was your goal.
No, I'm gonna do it, but during doing it, because it's not really a subathon.
No,
because that would be
a marathon.
Once this timer runs out, I'm getting off.
I think.
But I'd need to have like some kind of sub goals to keep it interesting. Like,
do you think? You think you're gonna do it?
When?
Do you have the mental fortitude to not stop streaming?
I'm thinking the end of this month. But
do you think you're going to do it? Do you think you're going to?
I mean, I'm going to be at my house. I can get the job done. Will I beat the game and succeed? No. Will I sit there for 6 days and fucking hell? Yes.
You will? You can beat it in 6 days.
It's just, I don't know. It's going to be tough.
I am very, very excited for that. I am so excited. I will have your stream on all the time.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We'll see. To be honest, I've never really watched Elden Ring. I've seen maybe a few clips, but I've never really. I I've obviously never played it. I'm not gonna know what to expect when I spawn in. It's like I have no idea how the story is gonna go. So I hope people are excited to see that fucking side of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And hopefully get some like fun sub goals, because if it's just me sitting there, like at least have me sit there in a fucking hot dog costume or something.
Yeah.
Like switch it up. Like I don't want people just. I'm going to try to decorate my room a little bit. I really want to make this like an event with some sub goals and keep it interesting the whole time, because there's going to be so much downtime and boring time. And to be honest, Elden Ring ain't my thing. Lord knows where my viewers are going to be at. Like at times I might be at fucking 40 viewers.
It's possible.
So I don't like, and that's
Don't let that get down. Don't let that get you down though.
That's just going to motivate me to get this shit over with.
Yeah, exactly. That's what that's how it was for us.
But
also, you got to enjoy the game, too.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah. No, but I'm going to try to make it as fun as I can.
I have to play
I
have to play Getting Over It. There's nothing beautiful about Getting Over It.
It's funny.
It's going to suck. I bought a heart rate monitor that I could display on stream.
Which one did you buy?
The one that goes across your chest.
Is it I wonder if it's the same one I have.
The H10. Fuck.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah. It's like it was the one that they recommended the most.
Amazon?
So, yeah.
Amazon recommended?
Yep. What? Yeah, they're adding Hacienda. It just got announced.
Really?
And the Krig and the SOG are coming back. And you can't add the SOG without the Maddox. That's what Brandon said.
Get Brandon on a fucking pod now.
Get Brandon.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Brandon's theory is that the developer's name is Maddox, so the Maddox has to be coming.
I'm trying to look what map Hacienda was.
It's possible. It is possible.
Hacienda.
Oh, man. If we get some good maps in this game, holy fuck, this game's going to slap.
Hacienda seems so random. I forgot
this
about
game is
shit.
going to be fucking epic if we get good maps.
Because I heard
Bruce said
sucks.
if they add Arsenal and frequency, he will ejaculate everywhere. That's what he said.
Thoughts on S&D? Bad, mid, or good?
Yeah, the maps.
All right, so
Maps are
bad
dog
because
shit.
of there's no Deddy?
Well, there is Deddy, but it's not completely silent because they never
my
fucking
God.
learn.
I swear that shit wasn't an issue like on console because like nobody really tried that hard to like sound her through like the very minimal.
Yeah. Bruce is saying sound EQ wasn't an issue on console because you couldn't
like
fuck
today,
with your PC settings and shit.
Today I should go home and try to figure out sound EQ.
Do you have Windows 11?
Yeah.
Yes. It's easy. You just do two things. Yeah, it takes 10
I'll figure it
seconds.
out.
You do it, and it's over. I am on Windows.
It's not letting me overclock my controller until I can't get on Valorant until I change my BIOS settings.
He knows
Just
everything.
knows. But then I turn it on, and then I get on COD, go to overclock my controller. It won't let me overclock it because there's a secure boot is on my. So I got to go turn that. Like, what the fuck's going on in video games? I'm just trying to overclock my fucking controller, and I got to change my BIOS
It
settings.
used to be so simple.
It used to just be sense 4.
It used to be so
Hold
simple.
forward and shoot straight. Now it's just bullshit.
Man. All right.
What time are we at?
We're probably ready to
I got
go.
a tourney to play in an hour.
I got a tourney to play.
Hit the liquor store beforehand.
What?
Subscribe, guys.
Bruce said subscribe.
Subscribe
We got to
to-
get Bruce on the Flycast.
subscribe to
man. That should've
Brucey's.
been fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go watch the Halo 2 LAN this weekend, and hopefully BTH won today's tournament.
BTH.
Peace.
Matt Craig played outro music.